Hello guys and welcome to another video with Cast on the Maizuma channel. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little intro cinematic that I included in the video for you guys. And now I'm gonna do a quick explanation for anything that was not clear from the intro video, and also explain how this works, how to build it, and how to expand this to a crazy size if you are crazy about melons and pumpkins. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this floor. So every time you see lamps flashing around here, it means we're getting pumpkins and melons appearing inside the farm, and they are also getting harvested. And down here we can also see a item elevator just for you to monitor what's going on. And whenever we get pumpkins, this lamp flashes. Just a little detail I decided to add, just make things a little more fun. And there's a storage here, so this arrow indicates that we have only pumpkins on this side, and likewise we only have melons on this side. And there is this other functionality here that I added, which is pretty cool, and this is a crafting area. So all you have to do is to step on this pressure plate, and you will start to hear you start hearing a lot of clicking noise, and then you have to click on the crafting table underneath this thing, and then you can just click on the hotkeys, the 1, 2, and 3, and then you get to craft items a lot quicker. So yeah, let's craft our first stack of items, and the way we are supposed to use the system is first, we don't need all these items here, so I can just step away of the system and throw away anything I don't want in my inventory, and they will all disappear in the crafting table. And then I can spread these items here. I will just keep 3 stacks in my hotbar here, because the system is not I didn't make it as fast as possible to keep up with the player's crafting ability. So I just have to click here and click 1, 2, and 3 in my hotbar, and then wait for this to fuel up again, and 1 and 2 and 1 again and 3, and then 1, 2 and 1 again, and there we go, we have another stack of items. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 1, and we have a second stack of items. So this helps you craft items, and any excess items go to the item elevator, and they get stored back inside the system very conveniently. And I can also get rid of these, and of course I can how do you do that once again? Wasn't I supposed to hold shift? And yes, finally, thank you game. So yeah, we crafted 3 stacks of melons very quickly and conveniently. So let's have a look at the system from outside here. So yeah, the farm itself is down here. So yeah, the advantage to this farm is 3 things. 2 things actually. First, we have this large area thing here, which allows each stem here to have 4 spots to grow plants on. So whenever the game asks one of those guys if they can grow a stem, the answer is always yes. Of course there are exceptions, for example at the corners, but for most of them they have 4 options to grow plants. And in each of the dirt blocks there are 4 stems willing to grow something in them, so this makes it very efficiently in terms of growth. And the second thing that makes it very unique and the first of its kind is the fact that we harvest them as soon as they appear. We actually take 10 game ticks to farm them, I believe, but yeah, it's not the first time that we harvest something as soon as they spawn, but with this kind of configuration, with the large area and taking advantage of the maximum possible spawn rate for a pumpkin melon farm, this is the first time, I believe. So yeah, after harvesting everything, there is this hopper chain under the floor here with the chessboard pattern, and items get inside the item elevator. I decided to use a slow item elevator here just because I wanted to see the constant flow of items, and I also didn't want a lot of noise from the pistons when we use my new design for piston for item elevators. So I tried to do everything I could to reduce lag here. And about the storage, so after getting inside the item elevators, there's this cool little thing here. So there is one item filter here. If it's a pumpkin, it goes to this side. Whatever else goes to this side, and hopefully whatever else means only melons. So the only way for these hoppers to get full is if the entire storage is full. And if this happens, we should destroy the items, which is exactly what happens here. So it's a little bit different way to do this, because we destroy items when they first come inside the system, before they reach the storage itself, because yeah, the hoppers will always capture the items before they get destroyed by the cactus, unless the storage is full, which is a smart trick here. So yeah, this is the melon storage, and the smart trick I used here was the placement of the hopper chains. So what the item will do here is it will come inside this buffer here, and then instead of going here, it will go here only when the storage is full. It will try to go down and down, and eventually it will fill up the droppers. So the droppers are prioritized, and then when all the droppers are filled, because we have this horizontal line here, as you guys can see, then the extra storage starts to take place. And these droppers are connected to there's a power line here, believe me. We can't see that, but there is a power line here. So, but this is a clock that we can activate whenever we step on this pressure plate, and underneath it we have these minecart hoppers to suck up the items when we throw them on top of the excessive items, when we throw them on top of the crafting table, and they go inside this dropper here, so they can yeah, they can get back to the system. And any excess items also go through the item elevator here, and they also get back inside the system. So I use a buffer here, and sometimes this hopper is not capable of keeping up. But what you could easily do here is to just have multiple hoppers coming, just like coming out of the water streams, just like I did here, instead of the droppers here to cover the hoppers. So yeah, I think this is all I need to explain about the system. Yeah, there's this weird clock here that I needed because the items are being shot on top of this block that has a piston on top of it. So yeah, I had to adapt a lot of things, but the basic idea is this: a very complete farm with animations on the floor. You can monitor everything with the item elevators, a very convenient crafting thing here, and you could also have villagers here, and probably a nether portal here, so that when you need to unload this section of your map, it unloads correctly. Alright, so yeah, let's have a look at the harvesters and the farm itself now. Okay, this is a small section of the farm stripped, and let's have a look at that. So yeah, those are the harvesters here on top, and here's the where the plants grow with the pattern down here. I got lazy this time and just filled everything with hoppers underneath. So this is a 9x9 area, and you can hydrate everything here using a single water source in the middle, just as a reference. And a farm of this size can roughly get you 1000 items per hour, and 18% of those items are going to be pumpkins. And this is a 9x9, but if you build a 17x17, you can get more than one double chest of items per hour. And just another number here, if you build a 4 units of this, so 4 little farms like this, you can get 10 stacks of pumpkins every hour. So yeah, this is how this works, and those are the harvesters that I came up with during the design of this farm. So let's maybe grab one pumpkin here and test this out. So this is what you saw. This is the official one. Every harvester can have four arms attached to it, but I only attached 3 of them so that you can see whatever is in the middle for this thing to work. So something grows, it gets harvested. And the reason why we push 4 of them is because if we spam click here, So you can see that this pumpkin just grew and the system was not able to detect it because the arms were retracting. But if something grows exactly on the side of it, both of them get harvested. So this will not break. And I really stress tested this thing. So let's maybe set this thing to game rule random tick speed number 3, which is the default value. So let's make the farm work 100 times faster than it's supposed to be. So you can see that this gets really crazy. Let me just get a little bit far away so that I don't have to hear all the noise. But yeah, sometimes it seems like the system's going to get stuck, but all of a sudden it's free. So let's watch this pumpkin. It seems like the system's broken now. So is it really broken? Is this the end? No, it's not. So yeah, this is 100 times faster than it's supposed to be. And let's see those in the middle. Yeah, they're gone. So yeah, you don't have to worry about this farm. For this thing to get locked and break, you would have to have one pumpkin growing and then another pumpkin growing immediately after it. So you would have to have 4 pumpkins growing in the exact same place all at the exact same time for this thing to break, which is highly unlikely to happen. Four pumpkins growing at the same time, or melons, you know what I mean. It's highly unlikely, but having this event happening right after one of those just grew, it's almost impossible. So really don't worry about it. I just showed you this farm running 100 times faster than it's supposed to do, than what it's supposed to be. And the second design, which I made with the help from some of the guys from the SciCraft, is this one, and it uses sand on top of here, because we wanted to get rid of this redstone dust here, because we don't want redstone dust updating in a large scale farm. So we came up with this system, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we have this lime here bringing those blocks up and causing the observer blocks to update, and then the sand comes back down, automatically updating them again. And when this pulses again, it won't affect anything, so the farm properly resets. And I did a large scale test with this one, and this works perfectly. But I prefer this one because whenever something grows here, we create 4 moving entities here. Yes. And I don't like this idea very much, and we also have to extend this, and I don't know if just by extending the piston and exposing this area that the game has to render, we also have light updates. So I don't know all the technical details, but I feel like this one causes more lag than this one with just 1 redstone dust, and also we don't have that many harvesters. As you can see here in this large area here, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of redstone dust, so this is not too much at all. You can pause the video and check this out for yourself. And finally, there is this other harvester here that I came up with later, but I really like this one because it's so smart. It moves only 1 piston. It moves only the arm responsible for harvesting the pumpkin that just grew. It just doesn't move all of them at once. And what we have here is just a plain old budded system here. So the pistons are budded and they get updated immediately. So yeah, we just have to cope with to wait for the reset time, which can be a little bit longer. So this system is more prone to breaking because yeah, I can easily do that now. So yeah, if I do this, I can easily break the system. You see, this is not going to reset. There are ways to reset this thing, but they are not exactly the best thing to do. But I really like the system, and I believe this was worth showing. So this is where you can see all of them. So if you copy this, you can already build your farm by yourself and make your desired changes. Something interesting also is whenever this thing harvests from the top, let me just make it 10 times faster, the items somehow always fall in the farmland and get inside the hoppers. And before that, I had a system where we had pistons underneath the dirt blocks to break the blocks, and it just so happens that sometimes the blocks on top of the pumpkins act like an item elevator, and items pop out up here, and this is not what we want. And also sometimes the items will pop somewhere else and land on top of another dirt block, and they cannot be caught by the the hoppers. But when we harvest those plants from above, they always get inside the hoppers, and I don't know exactly why, but this is a fact. So this is pretty cool, and this makes this lossless as well. So this is a really efficient farm. So finally, let me show you the large scale version of this. Welcome to the large scale version of this farm. And as you can see, this is a crazy big product. Oh man, this thing is amazing. So yeah, by me recording here, you can have an idea of how laggy things can get here. And yeah, this is expected to be a little bit laggy, I should say, but not very much. As you can see, my computer is not that good, so that plays a part as well. But yeah, from this interface here at the front side, you can probably see that this is not a big deal at all. You can feel a little bit of lag back there, but why wouldn't you with the size of a farm, right? But from here you don't feel that much of a lag here. I can keep moving around and you guys can check for yourselves. So yeah, I just decided to use 3 item elevators here so that those little boxes would get more items, because using 9 item elevators like I'd had before, yeah, was not the best idea. So you can see the constant flow of items here. This is really crazy. Let me show you items getting in all the time. And I just used this little setup here because this is something that allows this double chest to get filled at a rate of 4 items per second. So yeah, maybe let me try to reset this, and then I can show you guys how fast we can fill up a double chest of items with a farm of this size. Alright, all the item elevators are clear, and this is also empty. So yeah, let's just change the random tick speed to the default value, and now we should be getting some harvests and some items. Alright, so let me just click on the chest and let's see how long it will take for this to fill up. We are almost done here, but I'm sure that at this point we already have enough items inside the hoppers and maybe inside somewhere to fill up the rest of the slots here, and it has been less than 8 minutes. So I would say you will be able to fill up a double chest of items every 8 minutes. And also the first stack of pumpkins, well, you're able to get these after only 35 seconds. 35 seconds for the first stack of pumpkins, and considering that the items have to come all the way from back there. So yeah, I just set the game to random tick speed 0, so no more items are being produced, but as you can see, the item elevators are still working, so we have more than one double chest here for sure. And yeah, the reason why it's not filling up is because probably the melons slices dominated the hoppers and there's no room for the pumpkins to go in. Let's check this. No, I was completely wrong. I was totally wrong. So don't take my word for that. So yeah, this is how this works. I just showed you all the harvesters. I'm not sure you guys need a tutorial out there seeing all of that. This is definitely not something you're going to build on your first day. This is a end game farm and also a proof of concept. So far, this is probably the most efficient expandable farm for pumpkins and melons ever created with this concept, and I've originally always wanted to do something like that, and I'm glad that we are finally able to do so. And so I think that's it for this video. I will leave you guys map downloads available in the link in the video description. So yeah, this was a lot of work for days. Don't forget to leave a like if you really enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.